Whoa, wait a minute. What the hell is going on? Are we being juked here? Or what? Why? Is Biden able and capable of sounding like this today? And I want you to listen to this really closely and ask yourself, where was this Joe Biden yesterday? And then I'm going to tell you where he was. I figured it out. I have found the drug. I have found the magic. I have found the reason for the difference. And I want you to tell me if I'm onto something. Let's listen to this. This is Joe Biden today in North Carolina. Listen to what he sounds like and tell me how this compares to the Joe Biden you heard yesterday night in the debate.
Now, folks, I don't know what you did last night, but I spent 90 minutes on a stage debating a guy who has the morals of an alley cat. Did you see Trump last night? My guess he said, I mean it sincerely, a new record for the most lies told in a single debate. He lied about the great economy he created. He lied about the pandemic he botched, killing millions of people. He closed businesses, he closed schools, losing their homes, people all over this country. America was flat on its back. So I told Trump that he was just one of two presidents in American history who left office with fewer jobs than he started. Herbert Hoover was the other one. That's why I call him Donald Herbert Hoover Trump.
That really rolls off the tongue. But anyway, what? This is State of the Union Biden. This is the Biden that I thought was going to show up to the debate. Because State of the Union Biden had his pants on and his diaper left at home. State of the Union Biden was presidential. State of the Union Biden was like, all right, you might not like him, but he's still capable. So what's the freaking difference? How did we go from this yesterday to what we just saw in North Carolina and that deterioration from the State of the Union? I found the answer, but remind yourself of quickly what he sounded like yesterday. Keep people in the workforce. That is one of their policies.
Disappointed. Inflation is still hurting them badly. For example, I provided for the idea that any black family first-time home buyer should get a $10,000 tax credit to be able to buy their first home so they can get started. I made sure that we're in a situation where all those black families and those black individuals who had to take out student loans that were ballooning, that if they were engaged in nursing, doctor, and anything having to do with volunteerism, if they paid their bills for 10 years.
Do you see what I mean? Like, how? I don't get it. Okay, that's the debate yesterday. I can barely understand what Joe Biden's saying. He can barely, run through the memory of what he needs to say. It's like there's like a latency in the memory. It's like, the fax machine is coming through and it's printing, and I'm like, I'm waiting for the next line to show up. And I'm like, what? How did he transform from that yesterday to this today?
And then he lied about how great he was for veterans. But then I told him how he had called a veteran and had given their lives in the country in World War I and refused to go to the grave sites. He called them suckers and losers. He tried to deny it.
Why does he sound so good? So then I decided, okay, let me go look at the State of the Union, okay? Because this Raleigh, North Carolina speech sounds a lot like the State of the Union.
That would raise $500 billion over the next 10 years. And imagine what that could do for America. Imagine a future with affordable child care. Millions of families can get they need to go to work to help grow the economy. Imagine if
Joe, State of the Union Joe. Okay, that's good. State of the Union Joe, good. Debate Joe, horrible. North Carolina Joe, wow, fireworks. Also State of the Union Joe, basically. It was good. So then you look at the comments. Look at all the comments. The problem is 49 million didn't watch this. Why didn't this Joe come to the debate? What the F? I rescued an alley cat who turned out to be very sweet. Why What is this? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, why are the debates so late in the day? The poor old man is sundialing or whatever they call it. Where the hell was this guy last night? Where the hell was this guy last night? The Adderall kicked in way too late. Gosh, if he wouldn't have been, whatever. Yeah, if only it was like this yesterday, right? This is Joe America needed to see. Joe Biden, where were you last night? What a relief to see you in much better shape today. If anyone watching this can say you never had a bad day, you would be lying to yourself. I find it ridiculous people are deciding who to vote for by debate. We should be looking at policies, folks, not debate. Oh. Well, what if I was able to tell you what the difference was between State of the Union Joe and North Carolina Joe and Debate Joe? What if I told you that one of the Joes, State of the Union Joe or Debate Joe, what if I told you that one of those Joes was the real Joe and the other Joe was a fake Joe? Like one's a robot and one's not, like a humanoid robot? Or maybe he's on some kind of like actual drug, probably, but it's none of that. I don't think he's a robot. I'm sure he's on some kind of drugs or vitamins or performance enhancers or whatever, but that's not the difference either. I want you to see if you could see it. Because when you see it, I feel like, and I hate saying this, but I feel like you kind of can't unsee it. All of a sudden you go, oh my gosh, there it is. That's the difference. That's exactly why we had such a different Joe Biden. You ready for this? Right here. Here's Raleigh, North Carolina. What do you notice when he walks off the stage? Now, you might say to yourself, oh, it's obvious. But when you see it, and then you connect the difference to the debate to this, you are going to realize, and I hate to say this because I try to be neutral, but you're going to realize something about whether or not Joe Biden should step down or not. Ready?
United States of America. There is nothing beyond our capacity. Nothing when we act together.
Sounds great, right? Wait for it. Wait for it.
So may God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Let's go get them, North Carolina.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Wait for it there. There it is. Do you see it? You see it, right? I'm sorry I'm dragging this out. This is really important. The difference, folks, is the teleprompter. That is a presidential teleprompter. It is a transparent mirror that reflects a TV from the floor up. I know because I own the same ones. When I ran for governor in California, I know what they look like. I own teleprompters. I got a teleprompter right there. I'm not reading anything off it. In fact, I will prove it to you. There's literally nothing on it. I'm just going off. Let's see. How am I going to do it? There, you can kind of see I turned the forward-facing camera on. See? Okay? I know what these things are like. There's nothing on it. It's just sort of a reflection of myself right now. You can't even really see it. But the point is, when I ran for governor, we had these as well for speech. You can't really tell. We had these devices as well because they're useful, because you have reference points to what you're going to say, and you don't have to process the memory lag, right? Here's another sort of picture of a teleprompter. Again, the lighting's not great. I just quickly snapped that. There's nothing on them right now. This is the other one that I got right there. The point is, these are great tools if you need to remember what the heck it is that you're doing. And so you have a monitor at the bottom that reflects up to a mirror. Joe Biden can't function without a script. Do you realize what significantly affects memory? It's dementia. In fact, you ready for this? Dementia is a broad term for a range of conditions characterized by a decline of cognitive function, which include memory loss. People with dementia often experience difficulties with short-term memory, such as forgetting recent events, conversations, as well as long-term memory, which can affect their ability to remember important life events, like maybe the death of his son, which he's forgotten before, or meetings he's had or things he said just moments ago. Memory impairment is the hallmark symptom of dementia. Joe Biden has no problem presenting in front of a crowd at the State of the Union or at a, quote, fiery speech in North Carolina because he's on the teleprompter. He's reading a script that is giving him every single word that he needs to say. And then all he has to do is perform. Dementia doesn't say you can't perform. Dementia says you can't remember. But if you have a teleprompter, you don't have the issue at all. Well, shucks. Wait a minute. What about the State of the Union? Do we remember what we had at the State of the Union when Kevin covered the State of the Union? Oh my gosh, what's right there? The teleprompters are right there. There's a reason why when he speaks, he looks left and right. Every president does this. Obama always used the teleprompter, and you could tell when Trump went off the teleprompter because he started kind of going off the rails sometimes. There they are. You could see the translucent sort of mirrors on the left and then one on the right there. And watch, he'll look from mirror to mirror. There it is.
Finally, we got it done and gave Medicare the power to negotiate lower prices.
Watch him look to the other one.
Just like the VA is able to do for veterans. That's not just saving seniors money.
See, he's squinting to read the telly, and there you go. Now he's on the other one. It's the same exact mirrored feed. Oh, come on. I don't want to see Bernie. There it is.
To treat everything from heart disease to arthritis.
From left to right. You're just going from mirrored script to mirrored script. And he's reading. He doesn't have to remember. So in other words, the cognitive decline of dementia doesn't affect him because they're taking away the problem dementia causes, memory loss, short and long term. So no wonder when we had Debate Joe, what did we get? We got a Joe that kept having to look down at his notepad. You remember how often the poor guy had to look down and try to, like, how hard his brain was firing. Not because he's a bad guy, but look, it's the blinking and this twitching. These are, look, he's got to look down at his notepad to try to survive what he's trying. I mean, look at this. It's because he has to. He has a disability. It doesn't make him a bad person. It just makes him not fit for freaking president. So the fact that now, if the Democratic Party tries to put him on a pedestal and say, look, no, he's fine. Look at him in Raleigh. He just had a cold. He was just sick. No, he has dementia. Watch.
With dealing with everything we have to do with, look.
Oh, no. No.
We finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death, and he's destroying.
Folks, I am making this video because I think the most American thing I could possibly do is warn you that we are being lied to. Most people don't understand how the teleprompters work, and that's okay. I understand, like, people get that they exist, but when you link the teleprompters to the dementia problem, you can finally understand the difference of a president that we have. Now, why does that matter? Well, it matters substantially because who do you want to be representing this country? Watch this. Look at this presentation from 7 years ago on how these presidential prompters work.
Down at note cards or using presidential teleprompters. By looking side to side at the special mirrors, it appears to the audience that you are engaged with him. And you are, but you're also reading your script carefully and easily. A highly trained operator matches your pace on a computer off stage. That way, you feel comfortable and look your best. You are the only one who can see your words. These special mirrors are suspended by stands above computer monitors that display a mirrored image of your text in very big.
I own these, okay? I own exactly what they're showing you right here. I know these systems. And unfortunately, folks, Joe Biden is a teleprompter president. So this means if Joe Biden is on the phone with Xi Jinping of China, Xi Jinping, I always mess it up. whatever, or Vladimir Putin, Javier Milei from Argentina, doesn't matter. If Joe Biden's on the phone with him, unless he's able to read his script, he can't function. And then I wonder, do I want a script reader representing America? Because then I didn't actually elect the script writer. Right? We don't know who's writing Joe Biden's script. And I'm not saying it's a bad person, but I don't think it's somebody Joe Biden picked. It's all signed probably by the Democratic Party, which again, my goal is to try to be neutral, but my goal is to try to exemplify that when you see Joe Biden in action at these rallies, you're getting Teleprompter Joe, which a lot of folks in the comments might say, no duh, Kevin. But I think a lot of people are being misled because they see clips of Joe Biden now on TikTok or short form media. Oh, he's fine. He just had a cold. No, he's not fine. He is a disabled old man who needs to stop pretending he's representing America to, quote, save America from Donald Trump. I'm sorry, folks, okay? I should be more jubilant. I should be more happy. Coupon expiration day for the programs on Building Your Wealth, link down below at meetkevin.com. But when I made that connection, I was blown away. And you should be too.
Why not advertise these things that you told us here? I feel like nobody else knows about this.
We'll try a little advertising and see how it goes.
Congratulations, man. You have done so much. People love you. People look up to you.
Kevin Paffrath there, financial analyst and YouTuber. Meet Kevin. Always great to get your take.
Even though I'm a licensed financial advisor, licensed real estate broker, and becoming a stockbroker, this video is not personalized advice for you. It is not tax, legal, or otherwise personalized advice tailored to you. This video provides generalized perspective, information, and commentary. Any third-party content I show shall not be deemed endorsed by me. This video is not and shall never be deemed reasonably sufficient information for the purposes of evaluating a security or investment decision. Any links or promoted products are either paid affiliations or products or services we may benefit from. I also personally operate an actively managed ETF. I may personally hold or otherwise hold long or short positions in various securities, potentially including those mentioned in this video. However, I have no relationship to any issuer other than HouseHack, nor am I presently acting as a market maker. Make sure if you're considering investing in HouseHack to always read the PPM at househack.com.